What is up, Buffalo Fanatics? It's your man JTM, Jimmy Montgomery here, and I have a live special guest, Isaiah Foster, DB, Murray State. What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Not much, man. I see you going through the draft process, man. I see you had a pretty good pro day, so we want to get a chance to talk to you, man, find some information about you.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Isaiah Foster from California, 6'2", 180, got a long wingspan, able to play any position on the field.
Now, we heard you killed the pro day, man. 4.5 40-inch vertical leap, creating some buzz, hype, huh?
Yeah, man. I just been working out because I ain't got no, I ain't really signed no agent. I ain't got no trainer, so I just been by myself in the gym, getting it how I can for real. But I mean, I felt confident, but a little nervous going to pro day and everything. It was just the fact that I was going to be able to live out my dream and perform in front of NFL scout. That's every kid dream growing up. Like every kid dream, just to put on for an NFL team or anything like that. To have the opportunity, it's a blessing and it's a dream. So I was happy I was just able to live that out.
Oh man, like I said, man, I can believe it, man. Because you think about it, you do these pro days, and it's a culmination of half your life.
Oh yeah, like everything you've been prepping for, everything you've been doing from when you first put on the helmet in Little League, that's been prepping you for everything. Whether you take it past high school, whether you take it past college, that's all up to you. But you, in the process of you preparing yourself.
Man, I believe it. So I want to talk about, you mentioned Pacoima, California, where you're from.
Yeah.
And you're at Murray State, all the way in Kentucky, man. That's halfway across the country. So
man, it's a long way from home, and it's different. But I mean, it's cool in the sense of it being quiet, like calm. Like I was speaking to a couple of like the people around here, and it's like it's a place for like if you want to retire, you just want to live your life, have some area, just be private kind of. Like it's a real good area for that. But other than that, like it's not too bad. Like
yeah.
It's a college town. It's becoming more. So in a few years, I could see it being bigger than what it is as of right now.
What's the biggest difference going that far, man?
The culture, just the culture in general. Like you walk down the street and you say what's up to somebody, and they'll be like, "Oh, how you doing?" Do that back home, they ready to fight you.
How about the traffic?
The traffic is crazy. Like back home, you being bumper to bumper for maybe an hour just to get somewhere that's 30 minutes away. Here you can drive straight through to get there in half the time. That's what I love about it. You ain't gotta wait long at all.
All right. So speaking about Pacoima, man, did a little bit of research, man. I seen that you were a three-star player in 3 sports.
Yeah, I was athletic. I can say that. I still am, and I just felt like track and football and basketball. I feel like that would just help me just become more of an athlete, an overall better athlete. I really ran track because when I was younger, my dad put in me for 1 year, and that following year in football, I was just wrecking everything. And so I was just like, man, like it helps. It builds endurance, leg strength, and all that. So I was like, I kept with it. And I feel like that's probably one of the sports that made me the player I am today. Just athletic ability-wise and speed.
Now, see, the thing is, with a lot of kids today, I hear them say one thing. And it drives me crazy. It's like, I'm just going to play football. I'm just going to play basketball because that's what I'm going to focus on. Please tell the kids how it translates. Different sports translate into being better and the one that you really want to focus on.
Well, it helps you in the sense of like, because you know, like every sport is keyed around something. Basketball, you just got to be an athlete, go up, get the ball. And so that's why I feel like also helped me. In track, you just got to work on your legs. Track is about legs and endurance, building your cardiovascular respiratory. And so with that, it just builds. as you do it for so long, it just builds and make you better. You're building muscle memory, all that. So, and really, you're not hurt. You're really hurting yourself by sticking to one sport. That's how I feel.
Right. Okay. I can see that. So, growing up, you played 3 sports. You did track. You did basketball. At what age did you fall in love with the game of football?
I fell in love with the game of football when I was 6 or 7. And a lot of people don't know this, but when I was 6, I got my appendix removed. And I'm laying on the hospital bed, and I asked my dad, when can I go put on the helmet again? And my dad, he said he looked at me and was like, he cried and was like, you can go today. Because he just seemed like how much I in love I was. Like, how much I love the sport, how much I wanted to be out there. Just playing football itself just made me feel at home. So, like, that love for football is always going to be there forever.
So who was your favorite player growing up, man? And favorite team?
Growing up, it was Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins was the man. Man, Weapon X, Wolverine, all that.
What'd you love about B. Dawkins, man? What'd you love about B. Dawkins, man?
Huh?
What did you love about B. Dawkins?
The way he played the game, how intense, like how intense he played the game. Everything about that man, from when he entered the locker room to when the end of the game, he was just this total different person. Like, you could see in him, like in the interviews I watched, he calm, like well-mannered, and when you turn on the game film, it's like this whole other person, this beast come out. And that's how I feel like I play my game. That's how I feel like I model myself also.
Now, speaking of Brian Dawkins, I see that you played 2 years at the College of Canyons in California before transferring to Murray State. How was that time?
It was fun. I really gained a lot of information and learned a lot. Because in JUCO, I learned a lot from actually the players who came from other states. And, like, they was sleeping 4 people in a 1-bedroom apartment and everything. And then, like, modeling, like, their grind. Like, they really out here paying money out of pocket and all this and living with 4 other people in 1 bedroom. And, like, they getting it. They coming in every day and working. And so I feel like if they can do that, then I'm in a position where I ain't got no excuse. I ain't got no excuse but to go out there and work. So I feel like those guys really helped me, as well as my coaches. I just feel like in junior college, it gave me time to develop as a person and as a player overall. Because I feel like I gained a lot more information than I would if I would have went to a university straight out of high school type of thing.
So what got you to Murray State, man?
Actually, a couple of my boys that I went to junior college with played here. And then I just wake up from a DM from Coach Boone, which was the defense coordinator here, and was like, I'm interested, I want you, here's my number, call me ASAP. And I'm just now like waking up to this. I'm like, hold up, this is crazy. And so I get on the phone, I call him, and then we talked and got me on the visit. I like the scenery of it. I love the coaching staff at the time. So I was like, why not sign?
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, it's a long ways away, so you had to love it to go that far. That's a long ways, man.
When you got a free education opportunity, it's hard to pass up like this.
Yeah. It's important, man. It's very important. Very important. So you play at College of Canyons 2 years, you come to Murray State. Now I see you 6'2", 180 with the 4.5 40 vertical inch leap, and a long wingspan.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm assuming you feel you scheme versatile.
Oh yeah, you could put me down in the box, you could put me at the strong safety, free safety, or you could put me at corner. Either, no matter where I am on the field, you're going to be able to see that this player right here, which is me, is going to play ball. Is going to play ball and give his best effort. Is going to be smart about what he's doing and everything that he does. So that's why I feel like I'm versatile, and I feel like I can cover anybody, honestly.
Now, me growing up, I played ball too a little bit, and I was a DB. And I was a little smaller, man, but I was a little scared to stick my nose in there.
Oh,
you
nah.
know? So,
man, I'm telling you, growing up, one of the people that, like, everybody told me was like, you love to hit, don't you? Yeah. I love contact. Man, when it's just you, that's why I love safety, because coming downhill, and it's just that gap between you and the running back. That's what I live for.
Yeah.
The moments I live for. But I can also get out there on the end, cover a receiver, and come down and make a tackle too. Like that's one thing I feel like I can do really well is tackle. Like no matter where we are, open space in the gap, I'm bringing you down 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10 actually.
Man, I mean, and that's huge, especially for these GMs and coaches going forward, because like I said, with the athletes that's coming out, even at quarterback now and running backs, and he's gone, you have to have somebody that's gonna stick their nose in there now. You can't.
Oh yeah.
You're pure cover corners anymore because they can take you out the game with game plans now.
Exactly. They can run right at you and just get her tight in on you and block you. And what you gonna do? You can't get off the block and nothing. So that's why, like, I feel like you gotta be, like, you gotta have some type of dog in you. It's a special type of dog every player has in them, and you gotta have it in you if you want to excel in your career in football or whatever you want to do. It's that certain type of dog that you need within.
So, with the 2 years, Murray State, now we get to these pro days, and now it's draft time. Okay, so we're about 20 days out.
Yeah.
Explain to the people the pro day, the stressful periods, and everything that goes through it, man.
Man, it's a long process. You standing there. At first, you just standing there waiting on a coach to give you something to do. So you don't know whether you should be stretching. You don't know whether you should be like trying to market yourself to coaches, or like at the time you don't know what to do. All you know is that you going in there, and these are the people that you gotta put on the show for. These are people that you gotta listen to. You gotta pay attention to everything. And so it's a bit stressful when you standing there and you feel like, especially during the drills, you standing there and you like, all right, am I doing well? And you don't get no type of reaction from anybody. And so you don't know what they think, what's going on. And like, it kind of gets to you, but you got to like trust in your game and trust that what you doing, everything that you're doing is up to par. You got to know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But with the scouts like looking at you and everything, it's stressful because you don't really understand it. Like you don't understand like how it's gonna go. You don't understand how things are gonna happen at this point from here on out. So like I know for myself it's crazy not having an agent, because in some cases agents help you. In some cases agents gonna get you that extra push, the extra marketing tool. And being a free agent, you ain't got that luxury. So things is a little bit more difficult. Man,
that's big. So you get to the pro day the night before. How much sleep you get?
About 3 hours. I got about 3 hours just thinking about, what if I slip on a break? What if I drop a ball? What if I mess up on my 40, slip on my 40 type of thing? Those things I like will keep somebody up. But I felt confident in what I was doing. So like when I got to pro day, I started off nervous. Like everybody gonna be nervous, especially when you putting on for some scouts. When you try to showcase your talent, you're gonna be nervous. But if you comfortable and positive in what you're doing, you're gonna be relaxed. At the end of the day, you're gonna be like, all right, man, I feel good about this. Let's go to work. That's how I felt. So in the beginning, I was nervous. I was feeling a little like timid. But as I just kept doing it, I was like, man, it's just any other day. I'm going to go out here and ball. And so that was my mentality about it.
So let me ask you this. You start over, you hit high school ball, right? You're new to it. Then you hit College of Canyons and you start over, you're new to it. Then you hit Murray State and you're new to it. What's the difference of that feeling, that internal feeling of starting over, especially in front of these scouts? Because this is a whole nother level now. And
every stage, it get bigger and bigger. Every stage, you got to elevate your game to be the best. So I feel like transitioning from high school to junior college to a university prepared me for this, for the transition to the big leagues, transition to playing with people that you watch on TV. Like, I felt like it was just a building block. And so that's like, it helped. It helped. It's just a different type. It's just, they get bigger, stronger, faster every year. And so you got to match that intensity. You got to be the one to be like, you know what, I'm going to do everything they doing, but better. And so
Right.
I feel like all those stages was just help to get to this point.
So do you think, like, because you're from Murray State and it's a smaller school in the Ohio Valley Conference, that you have to go above and beyond what somebody from a bigger school has to do?
Oh yeah, I feel like without a doubt you do, because you're at a small school. Like, no one looks at you. What you see on ESPN, you see the Big Ten, the ACC, the SEC. You don't really hear about the Ohio Valley Conference. You hear about the Big Sky in some cases, because like their schools, those schools are like a lot bigger and more marketable. And so, come from a small school, you don't get that luxury. You don't get the marketing tools. You don't get to really be on ESPN like that. You don't really get to be on national television and everything. So it's harder for some people to see you, because people only gonna see on what's on their feed, what they got on TV, what they got on their apps on their phone. And so if you don't have the right marketing place for that, then like you're really not gonna get noticed. But if you ball, if you do what you're supposed to, I feel like you're gonna get noticed at some point. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, a scout is gonna come find you somewhere.
Right. Okay. So explain. Can you take a couple seconds to explain like the Wonderlic to us? Like, what happens with this Wonderlic testing?
Basically it's like an IQ test.
Okay.
And you just, first couple questions is like, all right, name the order pattern or the next number that's supposed to come after 7, 14, 21 type of thing. And then once you do that, it seemed easy, but after that it started to get like more mental. Like, it started to like make you second guess type of thing. So it's not, it started off easy, but then it's just like, all right, hold up, I gotta really think about this. So it's just like another like personality test in a way.
Gotcha. Like I said, man, it seems like it could be a stressful process, man. I mean, it's a lot into it.
Oh, it is, like, cause you really don't know what to expect. Like that's why it's really nervous, because you don't know what to expect or what's gonna happen. You could just like the game of football, you just gotta go through it, and if you mess up on something, forget about it and move on to the next. You can't sit there and dwell on it, because that's what's gonna mess you up going on.
Right. Man, I mean, but like I said, we don't have a problem with you, because obviously you went to the pro day and you killed it, man. And like I said, that's huge. So I'm hoping you make it, bro. We wish you, we hoping for you. Let me ask you one more question, matter of fact. What do you know about the Buffalo Bills fans and the Bills Fanatics, man?
I know that the Buffalo Bills fans is crazy. I know that rain, sleet, snow, y'all gonna be out there supporting y'all boys, and I love that community. I love the support that the Buffalo Bills just give. That support is everything, and I feel like that's why Buffalo Bills be successful, because of the community. Like,
right.
Everything is community. I know how like some NFL players go out there and like help out the community, and I feel like that happens a lot in Buffalo. Like, I've never been to Buffalo personally, but from what I see, it's amazing.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you gotta take a visit one time, man. Like I said, hopefully, man, that you are part of Buffalo Fanatics at the end of this process, man. We'd gladly have you, man. You're a good kid, you're a good person, man, and we rooting for you. So whether it's here or anywhere else, man, Buffalo Fanatics got you.
I hope to end up in Buffalo somewhere, man. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing.
All right, Isaiah. Good luck, man. Thank you for the interview. Appreciate your time, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the opportunity, man. I hope Buffalo has a blessed day. Everybody, thank you.